Peekaboo you. You too, Bubs. You have a good night's sleep. Thanks for coming by. Boston, what up, Bubs? Cat, hello. Hi, everybody. 252 of the agent variety. What's going on? What's happening out there in the world? I just coming in from Mike's fishing home. He's and waiting on my boy Air Run to come in here and hang out, maybe catch a fish on the invasion. Glad to see everybody out there. What up, baby girl? Just here to carry on for a little while. Just I ain't sleepy yet, so why not? In my humble abode, my fishing. There's my bird cage over there. You know. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. You have a good evening. There's that Boston X guy. What's happening, young man?
Hey,
I
Mr.
want to introduce
Duggar.
Boston to you. He's a good guy. What's
I don't know.
happening, Bubs?
I'm doing good. I don't know why I'm up at 2 in the morning, we'll be honest.
Well, it's just now little after midnight where I'm at, so
It's
we
2 in the
hanging out.
morning right now.
We just hanging out. I've been watching a buddy of mine fish over on another friend of mine's show, and just hanging out.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Ain't you got to go? You got school tomorrow, or
No, I
don't you
start
get
school in
back and
September.
get your smart sleep?
I start school in
Oh yeah.
September.
What you will you be a senior or what?
I'll be a senior.
Oh, right on. Congratulations. What happened to Boston this year, man?
Uh,
We got your catcher. We appreciate that, dude. I'm telling you, we got a beast force. Um, the machete, he did good, and he's good, but I like that bat in there. Good lord. Plus he can throw somebody out too. Vasquez, I mean. We were talking about a little baseball. He's a Boston fan. I'm an Astro fan, so that's how it goes. I got one of his good players, and he's still upset. I knew that hit hard. That cut bone, didn't it? That cut bone.
and y'all are just winning games.
Just left and right. They're just slamming it. Mancini he was a good pickup too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
Red
we got
Sox are dead
McCullough
last in
back.
ALE.
Dude, we got McCullough back. And our boys are throwing like God. They're all just like superstars now, dude. Our bullpen is for real. Good morning, Millis, the Vanillas guy. Everybody knows Mr. Millis. Millis is going to attempt something that I'm really astounded. He's going to eat 100 eggs in an hour, under an hour.
100 eggs?
100 eggs. He's going to start off with 50, and he feels like he can go on. He's going to go for the record. Now, I mean, the real record goes to the hot dog eating guy. He's got like 118 hot dogs or something like that in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Do you believe that?
That's a lot of hot dogs.
That's eggs, hard-boiled eggs.
Oh,
It's the same guy that's the hot dog eating champion, though. So,
he's eaten 100 eggs.
yeah,
I could not eat 100 boiled eggs.
I don't think I could either. I could eat 50. I have no
Yep,
doubt in
yeah, I
my
could eat
mind I could eat.
50.
You talk a lot of shit. I don't think you can eat 50. I think you're too skinny to eat 50.
I've ate 50 nuggets in 3 minutes.
50 nuggets. Yeah. I can see that. 50 nuggets, not nothing.
I was
compared to
10
an
when I did it for McDonald's. When I got my Christmas present, it was a McDonald's gift card and bought 50 nuggets.
Man, I bet you about died of grease poisoning.
It
How
was
you
too
doing,
many
man? You
nuggets.
doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
We have Miss
Yes.
Sandy Toes, Miss Twisted Art Lady, Miss Cat. We got Southern Sungrown, the Windy Girl. We got the Millis of the Vanillas. Joey Chestnut's ate 141 eggs. Let me rephrase: 141 eggs in 8 minutes. How do you eat? How do you do that?
I don't know.
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
That's too many eggs.
Everybody, there's Miss Teresa. We appreciate that. Little fire tender with Mr. Air Run, the fish slayer.
Man, I can't believe I lost that little sucker. I mean, I don't know what it is, but when I fish this area, I lose a lot of fish, and I don't know why.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. I think.
Put that stinger hook on it. I keep telling you.
Well, I've set the hook back a little bit farther this time because I've noticed the last two bluegill have been just like right there at that, right behind my hook. So I moved it back where they bit. So hopefully when they bite, they'll hook.
Yeah.
Hey, Boston X.
Oh,
You ever met Air Run there, Boston?
No, I've never
No.
met him. Hey, what's up, bro?
He's good. He's a good young man, Air Run. I like this kid.
You a gamer?
He does root. He does
yeah.
root for Boston.
Cool.
Sadly, we suck this year.
Huh?
Sadly, the Red Sox suck this year.
Sadly.
Yeah. Plus
I
we just
gave
got,
up on them.
plus we just
that old
got
d-
his catcher, so he's kind of upset about that. I'm sure.
Well, look at
Mhm.
that old boy at San Francisco that got suspended for 80 games for PD.
As he should.
Yep.
His
Making
records
stupid
mean
decisions.
nothing now. You know
They
what I
don't.
mean?
Not after Sammy Sosa, Roger Clemens, and all them were doing it, and dude from the
Well,
Cardinals.
Roger was never
first
Roger
baseman.
Clemens. They never did really prove that he did. It was just suspected.
Yeah, but whatever. You know.
But, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
if
but there's that little area with all them guys in there, in that one little area, in that era. I mean, that were
Yeah.
doing that, and that was a
yeah.
lot of.
Well, you
know.
know that they get a lot of injuries and stuff, and they needed that extra healing stuff. You know, I don't know. They didn't have it when Babe Ruth had it, so they can't use it now. We lost Boston. Boston, if you hear me,
They
thanks for
drank
dropping
real
by.
Coca-Cola,
You
though.
should have stayed long. Do what?
I said, Duggar, they drank real Coca-Cola though.
Nah, that was over by the 30s.
Well, when the Babe Ruth hit home runs.
In the 30s. Man, I'm telling you that.
I'm telling you, it's a beautiful.
Stop and think they wouldn't hitting the jacked up balls they got now too.
Where'd that boy go?
I don't know where that young man went. He did a out of here. I think he was just tired.
Probably. I think when I started talking
Tim
about
Bringley,
the
how you
San
doing,
Francisco
sir?
49ers, it made him sick.
Yeah.
The 49ers. I'm dumb. The Giants,
Boston,
I mean.
you mean?
No, Giants.
Giants. Yeah, you talking about Tatis? Yeah, he came out and apologized, man. He let down the front office. He let down his teammates. He let down his country and this country. You know, he let down a bunch of young admirers. You know, and,
I tell you what, though. Hey, is it that cold front hit y'all? Is it still hot where you're at?
No, dude. I've had rain for about the last 4 or 5 days. You know, on and off.
Yeah.
Our monsoons are here, so it's staying pretty. It's pretty cool. I haven't turned my swamp cooler on in a week. Tell you the truth,
Yeah.
but
I've
maybe one
been-
time.
It's been, you know how hot it's been, man. And that cold front come through, and we had. Hang
Are
on.
you going to bed, Wendy girl?
Bless me.
Bless you. You going to bed, Winder?
There we go. I love Teresa.
LW, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the invasion. We didn't
Me
even
and this
give
girl,
this a topic. We're gonna call it the butt spanking invasion.
the butt spanking, fishing, and Duggar
Fishing.
alien.
Just the invasion with fishing and frolicking.
Fishing and frolicking.
There,
I
man.
can't sleep, man. I'm excited. My adrenaline is pumped up, man. I'm like, I cannot go to sleep. I mean, can't.
It's time to fish, bro. It's time to fish.
Yeah.
Every day it's getting better and better. I don't know why some people might not caught fish tonight or something. Doesn't mean it's not getting better and better. As it starts to cool off, and fish gonna want to fatten up.
I wish we at
Spawns
least
are over.
two of
It's
us.
time to go. Huh?
Well, at least I wish one of or two of us, would at least caught something, or all of us, or something. But man,
It goes like that.
when
bro.
we're in 5 different states and there's nothing, yeah.
What's the chance? That's a hard chance. I haven't really seen 5 different people in 5 different states blank, so
Especially Big Mike.
yeah.
Dude,
Mike
his
can
cat,
catch
he
fish.
said
Mike's a
Catfish
fisherman.
Shizzle. Hey, Catfish Shizzle was out in the boat tonight, and I think he caught a couple 50s.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
God, I miss catching big fish. I mean, if I want to catch the biggest fish I can catch around me, other than driving to one lake and catching a muskie, I can go. I got a few lakes I can go catch some big lake trout in, or I have to go all the way down south to Elephant Butte, around where Chris and them are at, Caballo Lake and that kind of stuff, to get in some big blues.
Where are you at? Are you
Yeah.
Are you in Albuquerque?
No, I'm up north from Albuquerque. I'm up north of Santa Fe. I'm in a little mountain place called Pecos, New Mexico. You can look it on the map. You'll see me.
Oh, yeah. Are
I'll
you got
wave at
more
you.
by Colorado and stuff, huh?
Well, no, I'm not that far. I'm about 20 minutes away from Santa Fe, and
Oh,
about
okay.
an hour. I'm about an hour from Albuquerque. Hit the highway and get there straight down. I'm right off 25.
Right. Okay.
The Winder girls here.
What is it? 5 hours? Wait, no, I mean 5 hours. Duh. I mean it's like 8 to 9. What's 8 hours from? Wait, from here to?
I had to.
Let me see here. From here to what is it, Teresa? Was it 6 hours from here to Amarillo? So it'd
No,
probably
no.
be what, 10 hours to Duggar? That ain't
10 and a
shit.
half, maybe 11.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. I'd drive that in my sleep.
Shit, yeah. Well, dude, I'm fixing to go on a drive about. As soon as my daughter gets her, she's going to college. Once she gets back into the groove a little bit, she'll come feed the bird and throw a little food to the fish, and check on the ranch here. So,
Right.
now that's because now she's only about 25 minutes away from me at college. But she does work, but it's a bird and a fish. Give them a little food, and it'll last them a couple of days.
Yeah.
Millis, how you doing, man?
So what do you plan on going
Thank you,
doing your
Tim.
drive about?
Dude, I don't know. I'm getting it's I'm looking for me a little boat right now, because I'm not going anywhere unless I got a boat tag behind me.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm in the hunt for I think I found a boat, but I didn't like the way the guy talked. He's got 4,900 on it, and when he first put it on it, he put on there at 7,900, and I offered him $4,000 for the boat, and I would come up to 45, but he goes, nope. I started out at 79. Got it at 49. It's too good a boat. I'm not going to take a penny less than 4,900. I'd have to go look at that boat and fish it one time before I give him 4,900 now. There's a lot of boats out there right now.
Yeah. There sure is.
I
Hey,
might step up a couple more grand and buy a little
Hi.
better boat.
did you see what
Hi.
happened yesterday? Hey, did you see what happened yesterday here in Oklahoma
Hi,
City?
Wendy.
Where that dude,
Hi.
This
Hey.
dude shot 2 cops, killed him, and he was driving down the highway with a boat on the back of his truck, and he pulled up to Tinker Air Force Base right over here with the AR-15 hanging out of his, and they tackled him. Boom! He killed one of them. One of them died. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
wow.
crazy. Yeah,
Oh man.
you see that boat, boy? He was just that boat. He was hitting these deals, trying to slow the cops down behind him and stuff. Those orange
Dang.
barrels.
Oh, that's crazy. What, Wendy?
He pulled right up to Tinker Air Force Base where them guys are
Oh,
holding
he's
them
there.
machine guns, and they told him
brave.
he was driving up there in that truck in that boat, had that AR hanging out the window, and when he got up to that gate, he dropped it, opened the door, and held his hands up and walked over to the military guys, and they said hey, and he started pulling his pants down. As soon as he got his hands on his pants to pull them down, they tackled him.
Wow. What is wrong with people, man?
It was
Crazy.
all over an eviction.
Crazy. People are just freaking crazy. What's wrong with people? Where's the brain cells? Where have they went in this world? Oh my God, the aliens have taken over. Mr. Duggar, are you to blame? I'm just kidding.
I ain't very to blame, man.
No, you're not, buddy. I'm
I
just
ain't do
saying.
it. I ain't
Tell
do
the
it, man.
aliens to tell your friends to leave everybody alone.
My friends don't mess with people, man.
Your aliens don't?
Nah. We don't.
Oh.
We quit probing, except for pretty people that a long time ago.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I'm probed because I have like this little like spot is on the
I
back of my
checked the
head
list.
that will
You
not
haven't
go
been.
away.
You haven't been probed properly yet.
I'm probed, I think. I really do. I've got a
been
microchip.
No, you haven't been. You haven't been properly probed. I can tell.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my gosh. I love you guys. Y'all are hilarious.
Hi, Stephanie. Millis.
Hello,
How many people you got in here, Duggar?
everybody
Dude,
coming in the chat.
Right now,
hey.
I have 6 wonderful people in here. I don't know if it's pulling me or not. If we got to step up and do what's going on. Dude, what are you using for bait? You're using, what are you using, bluegills? You hit it that time. Damn it, I looked away.
Look, Teresa. Look, I see it. Oh, woo, woo. Look at you, girl.
See,
She cracks me
that
up.
shows you, you know what? It shows I'm not a perv because I didn't put it on big layout.
No, you
See, I'm a
didn't.
friend.
But
I'm
see,
a friend,
I'm a
Aaron. You
girl.
always
I'm
trust
a
your brother.
girl, and I'm allowed to call it out because I'm a girl. I can do
Well,
those
I'll tell you
things.
what.
Nobody said you weren't.
Me and that girl right there, we're always together.
Nice.
Always
I don't
together.
blame
Yep.
you a bit. She's a good fire maker.
Fire
15
maker, he
years.
said.
No
He said a
shit.
fire maker. She's a good fire maker. I bet she's a good cook and a lot of other things too.
She's a fire sign.
Right on. I'm a water sign.
I don't even. I
Air-
think I'm air.
Look,
I think I'm
I
air.
don't know. I'm a Virgo Libra cusp. I don't know.
Aaron
Your
always
birthday
has
in
a smile
October?
on his face.
September.
Something puts a
End of
smile on Aaron's
20.
face every day of his life.
What's
And
that?
I
Let me show
guarantee
you
it's
what.
that
Hang
girl.
on, I'll show you what it is. Hang on.
That girl
Making
is putting a
pictures of
smile on his
that.
face.
Right here.
It's 1:30 a.m. there.
No, it is
12.
Teresa. We're good. I mean, we're.
It's 12:30. It's 12:35
When you got
here.
somebody that you can depend on and you work together and you don't fight and
Exactly.
argue and it's
Thank you,
just like,
Stephanie, for
Exactly.
tuning in.
Hey, just like hubby, he totally respects that I sit there and talk to you guys because he loves you guys and y'all respect me. And
Of course
so
we do.
you,
Slap
because
but you
anybody
do
that
know.
he's
doesn't
been with you
respect.
so long, he's just tired of listening to your shit, and you got other people to
Oh my
talk
God.
to.
He's like, are you saying it? He's pawning me off.
she remember she said she was one of the fellers. She just got tick, burn.
Okay. So he's pawning me off to you guys. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I'm just a
no.
pawn.
He would never do that. He would never do that.
Okay.
We take up for bubs. You know what I mean?
That's
I
why you
know.
got respect, and you're out on your deck.
Hey,
My deck.
you know what time
Jack.
it is?
Not my jack. My jack.
Those
You're
that
gonna
don't know,
say that.
it is 4:20 somewhere.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. He's spawned me off on y'all.
Speaking of 420, when we was doing the giveaway stuff and Teresa was sitting here beside me, she goes, I want one of those shirts. She goes, my number is going to be 420. I said, there's only in between 150.
Teresa. Oh my God. She was
See, I
way
knew I
off.
liked Teresa.
Bless it. Bless it.
Is
She was
Tiffany's
like-
mama still running around? God dang it.
She had
Yeah.
that one number in her head, but it was not on the list. Bless it. Tell her I
Okay.
cut a sleeve off of mine and sent it to her.
Well, we just got Hilljack sent her one last night. Kelly Bullock ordered one, and then he backed
Oh,
out.
awesome. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he's like, well, hell, I'll just give this one to Teresa since it's a medium. And she's like, hell yeah. So that's when I was like, oh.
Is that the one that you showed off on that mail call, that orange looking one? The peachy
Yeah.
looking orange?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting?
No, I
What
think
am I getting?
you're getting one that Hilljack wore tonight.
Ew.
Dude, he's got all kinds. He's got 5X. He's got 4X.
He wore it?
Hey, he showed me a 5. Hey, he showed me a 5X. I said, me and Teresa could sleep in that as a tent.
No, I don't need a
I'll take-
5X.
I
No,
do.
Oh my
I was
God.
just no. I was
That'd be
just saying
comfortable.
he's got shirts for everybody in the
But
that's on the YouTube deal. If you want
I
whatever
missed
size you
it.
want, hey,
Can I
he's
get
got
that color? What color is that? Coral? Because I love that T-shirt. Is that coral that you had?
It's like a peachy orange.
Coral. It's like coral.
You
yeah, I
might
bet
get,
it's coral.
but you might get the new one. He has some new ones that you might get that are kind of like a tie-dyed whitish, or not really a tie-dyed, but it's kind of like a.
Almost like a safety orange.
It's almost like a safety orange.
Okay.
Stephanie, I
like
just
that
lost my
coral
wife
looking
in
color,
March
though.
after 20 years.
That coral looking color
What'd
is.
you say? 21
said
years.
21
Wow,
years.
mine passed after 22.
We were in our 21st year, and she passed away. So just in March. So it's
What are we on, Teresa?
I
13,
understand.
14?
I just celebrated 28 together on
And I sure
25
miss her.
anniversary.
Thank you, darling.
That's
And
pretty
Mr. Duggar,
My-
Mr.
my
Duggar,
condolences
we
to you.
know. Honey, we love you. We
Yeah,
know.
Thank you. Thank
You went through hell.
Hey,
I
the win-
know. And
Y'all don't.
so much
people,
love.
People would have never believed what I went through with my wife passing.
The wind's coming out. I'm getting cold.
Get closer to the fire, dude. You got a fire right
No,
there.
the wind started coming out of the north. I don't know if we got a front, but the wind's blowing right at. I'm looking straight northwest, and the waves are coming at me. So, well, I guess it would be north. Let me see. Yeah, I guess it'd be northwest. I don't know, but these coves in here, it could be blowing out the southwest and then curve around, and the wind. It's just weird. I just got chilly.
Congratulations on your 21 years.
I'm kind of
Thank
glad
you,
you
Kat.
you popped up and wanted to be on for a little bit longer. I
Dude,
mean, hell,
I took me a baby
I'm-
nap today. I mean, it's been sprinkling on and off all kind of day, and
my
you
shirt,
can
I'm
only
just
sit there and
cold.
watch so much YouTube and talk shoot shit with people and
Yeah.
not
that
this
come over you. I don't
wet.
know.
I had
It was
another
just a
live
good
that I
time
need-
for a nap. I don't usually take naps, but
I had another live that I need to mod, and you know what? I was like,
weather
no,
change.
I
Sometimes you need
I don't
them.
want that boring shit. I want to hang out with my
It
boys.
might. They'll feel that if your barometer starts acting up, man, they liable to go to biting. Maybe that's what it is. You're starting to get the bite starting to turn on because you've had
It's gonna
two quick
happen.
bites.
I tell you what,
It's gonna
whatever
happen.
hits this one out here, it's gonna be big.
Well, I hope
But
that,
my
that
average-
big old hand
But my
size one gets
averages, like when I come out here and fish like this, my averages are 20s. Like that one that I lost, that first one, it was a little bit bigger. But the one that I just lost y'all could probably hear it splash right there. I mean, right there it come off. And it was probably, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 20. I mean, it's like, I don't catch small fish.
Well,
You're gonna
I
get
tell
it.
you, man. I'm telling you, we'd
It's
put
gonna
you on the
happen.
big screen. You hair lip one. Do you eat
Oh, we'll
fish?
be all right.
Do you ever eat one of them yellow cat?
No, I never have. But
Oh my
I
God.
have
Your
a
woman's
buddy.
keeping that fire going. You gonna stay
Oh, you mean a
warm? You gonna catch
flathead?
one?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah! I thought you meant a
No,
bullhead.
buttercat. That's yellow cat.
Oh man, hell yeah! But listen to me. If you now listen, you can make catfish butter. Or I mean catfish gravy. I'll take about a 5 pound blue or a 10 pound blue. I'll cut the head off of it. I'll gut it and I'll strip the skin off of it and just leave the meat and the tail and everything on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I get like a cookie sheet, like I mean not a cookie sheet, but like a say one of the what are them pans that we use? Like a cornbread rectangle
Yeah,
cornbread
yeah,
pan.
yeah.
You know? Okay. Well, I get that and I line it inside with aluminum foil, and then I
Yeah.
got enough where I can just fold the top of it. Like it's closed.
Yep.
What I do is
Hmm.
I'll lay that fish in there, and then I'll put a couple jalapenos, onions, seasoning, and all that.
Wow.
Now listen, you go to the dollar store and you get that what is that crap called?
Tony Roma's or Creo.
It's unsalted buttercream sticks.
Oh.
You get them at the dollar store, and you just take your knife and you just cut you a couple of those and put them in there everywhere, and you slow smoke it on your smoker. Slow smoke. Because when
Yeah.
you do smoke it, you know how when you put butter and juices and all that crap in there, it'll burn to the bottom of your aluminum foil. If you slow smoke it, that butter creamed with no salt, it'll make fish gravy in there like a paste. So
Yeah.
what you do is when it's done and you open up your aluminum foil, you take your fork and get some of that fish and dip it in that gravy. Oh
Oh yeah,
man, you
yeah.
take the jalapenos, the onions, and oh
Damn.
yeah, yeah, oh
Let me
yeah.
You got it
let me
going
tell
on.
you. Let me give you a quick recipe. You take and you know what a mirepoix is?
No.
Yeah.
It's chopped onions, chopped celery,
Mirepoix.
Oh
It's
yeah, I don't
called.
like
bell
celery.
pepper,
It's called the heavenly grail of
yeah,
cooking.
just
The grill.
bell pepper, celery. I like using bok choy
It
too.
is onion,
Uh,
Oh yeah.
carrot,
yeah,
celery.
and carrot. Okay, you
Yeah.
take and you're gonna
Mirepoix.
you're gonna put that in a frying pan with some good butter with just a little bit of olive oil in it to
Hmm.
keep that butter from burning, and just
Right.
clear out when your onions are clear, you're ready for the next ingredient. You go get you 2 big cans of diced tomatoes and put in there, or you can use Rosedale if you like it a little spicy. I like them Rosedale. I like them spicy ones. But then you take and
Oh my gosh, Cat, are you
and
serious?
of course, you have a
I
bunch
just
of
went through
garlic
that.
in it. But then you take and you put in about 10, 15, if they're good and fresh,
Oh
8
my
to 10
God,
bay
this sucks
leaves,
so bad.
and just let that stuff cook down, simmer. And just about the time that sauce is ready, you're gonna simmer it for about 45 minutes. That'll be about time it's ready. All the veggies are starting to be real tender. You just drop you some catfish fillets in that thing and soak it up in that tomato gravy. Then put it over some rice. Oh my
Huh.
God, dude!
That sounds pretty good.
Old Bay. See, you can use Old Bay seasoning. Pepper it, hot sauce. I use hot sauce when I don't have Rosedale tomatoes. I'll put in 4 or 5 good chunks of Cholula.
When my mom was alive, she liked when I'd go out and I'd catch a little catfish and stuff for her, she'd say, "Oh, well, hey, bring us some catfish." I'm like, "All right."
Oh,
She'd
I
either
wish I had me
say,
a big old flat. I wish I had me about a 5, 8, 6, 7 pound
Mr.
flathead.
Dagger,
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
I say something real quick? I'm looking at the chat and Kat actually
What she
has
said?
the COVID.
but see, what I was saying, Duggar, was what the hell?
I'm still talking.
Somebody ain't tasting something because they had COVID. I think.
No, Kat cannot taste anything. It's funny thing. I just looked
No,
at
but
her.
what I was going to say, Duggar, is when my mom was alive, when she wanted me to make her a couple catfish fillets, she did hers on red beans and rice. She'd blackened hers
Yeah.
in an iron skillet.
Hell yeah, I like blackened catfish. I love it. There's so many ways to cook catfish, man. They like shrimp.
Hey, I tell you what, I got this
Any-
good little recipe. It's called smoked
And it's
pecan maple bacon crappie wraps.
I bet that's good. Anything
Oh
with
man, you just
crappie.
take that maple bacon and just cut it in half. You know how you have the long strips? You just cut it in half and then take one half of it and just wrap it around, stick a toothpick in it, and then bow. And then
Yeah.
boom. They're like poppers, but
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I don't make jalapeno poppers that I don't smoke. You know, I mean, I like them in the oven; they're all right. But man, when you bring them, I got a little electric smoker that's just great.
You like? Is it that little electric smoker? Is that like one of the ones that's about 3 foot tall, got the front door on, a bunch of trays in it?
Exactly. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing. It's
Man, I
you
tell
know
you what.
what is it called? Oh, I'll say it in a minute. Um, yeah, master built. Little cheap master built. It's probably $150, $180, $200
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
smoker.
yeah.
And I just put I had some uh, applewood chips or hickory chips, but when I'm cooking like fish, I like using a fruit tree, you know, and chips, and I'll soak them. And then they got a little tray for that, and then you have if and I don't use water in it when I'm doing fish. When I'm doing pork or beef, I'll have a little water tray in there.
Right,
But
right.
you know, but if you're just smoking up some jalapeno pepper, you don't need the water. You know what I mean?
What happened to my? Wait a minute.
We lost the windy girl.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought we had my deal was my leg was sinking down in the sand, but it looks good. Teresa took the light to go get some more wood.
Hurry up, Teresa! Don't let that fire go out, girl.
Oh man, you ought to see the coals. Look at them coals. See, we got
Oh
we got
yeah,
these.
that's some cooking coals right there.
Oh man, I'm telling you. You seen
And
what?
by the
Oh,
way,
I don't know.
I cook that dish in the cast iron too. I love cast iron.
Yeah.
I love cooking in cast iron.
Like sometimes I'll bring my. We got a little bitty Dutch oven, and I'll bring
Uh huh.
a can of Pam, and I'll bring some biscuits,
Oh yeah.
and maybe
Shit.
it's like some sausage or something with us.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
yeah.
like when we're fishing all night, like when the sun's starting to come up, I'll sit here and use the coals, and I'll make us some biscuits, and I
Just
do all that stuff.
just scramble up some eggs. You don't try to fry them. Just scramble them.
Yeah, like tonight when I was live, first hour we did what we did. The second hour I cooked. I bought some the Eckrich smoked sausage and
Yeah.
cut them up, and we cooked them. The
Hey,
first hour, me and
hold
Teresa.
down the fort for just a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah. Let me see what's everybody's in live, and I'll see what we can do here. Twisted Art Lady. The hell happened to you? You bounced out, didn't you, Wendy? You got a little chilly. I had to put a shirt on. It was an awesome night. I don't want to leave, but maybe here in a little bit longer, I'll probably leave. My son got his back fast, though. It really varies a lot. Must be a COVID test. What happened to you, Wendy? Break your phone? Man, that'd be a good little loop video to sit there and just loop that with the fire and the fishing poles. That'd be a good one. Wonder if you could record that, Wendy, and send it to me. And then I could loop it. Or Duggar. He's got the equipment now. There's my lumberjack. My sexy lumberjack.
Look at her.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sitting here saying that maybe I could loop that somehow and just like when I click off, it just shows this.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I like that. Mike's fishing home's cool, but I like that with my fire and the rods. And you could, like, when I click off or something, you could just watch the rods, even though they don't do nothing. So what?
Yeah. Yeah, you can you can run it on a loop once you get the video.
Yeah, but I don't have. I mean, I'm on your stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like you know what I'm saying?
Well, I can send you a shot of it.
Yeah, do that and see it, and just like send me like maybe a minute or two. Hang on, wait till Teresa gets.
I'll just make it a short.
Oh, all right. Yeah, and then I can just loop it, and then I could just. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that'll work. Hang on, wait till Teresa gets it going, and we'll. You know, I have some coals right there. Can you imagine if we brought that Dutch oven?
Chad, I want to ask y'all the honest truth. Is there anything better than a Reese's peanut butter cup out of the freezer?
Oh, man. I'll tell you what.
I can edit it too.
I'll tell you what. These coals, they're probably, I don't know, 6 inches. And, I mean, that is a good cooking coals right there. Plus, I got sand rocks around it because I caught a bass and it swallowed the hook real bad, and I had to pull it out, and he died. So what I did is I washed him off real good, and I laid him on a sand rock, and I turned him over, flipped him. It took about 20 minutes. I flipped him over 4 or 5 times, and then took my knife and I pulled the skin back, and then just started eating the meat. Oh God, it was good.
That's always the best.
Especially that white bass.
I like bass, man. I like largemouth.
I do too. I like sand bass. I really do like eating sand bass. I really thought I'd catch one on this big bluegill out there in that dang. I really did. What time is it? Yeah, it's 2.
It's 1 here. Going at 1.
1:53. It's the same. What time is it there? You're an hour under, huh?
It's just now.
It's 12:54. Yeah.
Exactly.
Where's it change at?
California.
After Amarillo? Where does it go from Central Time to Mountain Time?
Texas.
Amarillo?
Yeah, I don't know if that Amarillo. It might be.
Maybe you look. Well, I don't know.
I know it's in Texas because they're right now in Texas. It's 2 o'clock. I'm going on 2.
Tell you one thing. It got chilly. That wind's blowing right in my face. I mean, not hard or nothing, just enough to come off that lake and just kind of like.
Good, get you some, man.
Get your little nipply.
Yeah, it's been hot. Ain't you eating that up?
Oh, I had to put my shirt on though. I mean, for once. I mean, but you know, I really did. Huh?
I didn't see you this while ago when I asked her why. I said, "Where'd she go?"
She ignored me, and y'all was talking. LOL. Ignore you.
And you know, she really felt that too, I bet.
She did, because she's got to be on top of the food chain.
I love it. Yeah, you got it. That's a good way to describe it, man. That's a good way to describe it.
She's a lioness. We're on top of the food chain.
Nothing like some good fried lion.
I'd jerky me one.
Just slow cook them, pot roast.
Well, see, that's like on on the property over there. You know, our raccoons and all our animals, they eat out of the deer feeder, or they eat off the game blocks, or they eat the corn or whatever. They're not trash eaters. And believe me, I've made some jerky out of some coons that you wouldn't even know any different.
dude. You talking to? I'm comfortable. You know,
Oh, I know, but I was
I,
just
when I found out that they would give me anywhere from $15 to $80 for a coon hide,
that's what I'm talking about.
dude, I was hunting them with dogs, spotlighting them, trapping them. I had a route I took every day in my '61 Ford Falcon and picked up hides that people had run over, and I'd
Yeah,
get And I was 16 years old. I pulled up inside. I pulled up inside that thing at about 4 o'clock in the morning before anybody else got to the spot where the fur buyer got. And you got in line as you drove in. You know what I mean? And dude, you could hear them
yeah,
cussing when they all that kids here. About after the third day, weekend, because I'd sell like every 2 weeks because I'd
yeah. Let me know. No, we don't
I'd
need no
ra-
more coonskins.
yeah, I'd put them in the round. I'd put them in the round, and I stretched them uh, up for about a week and a half, and then I'd take what I had stretched, and then I'd take the ones I had that were case skinned, and by that time, but he loved the way I brought my hides to him, how I made them look, because I'd wash them and take care of them, and did it right,
Yeah,
remove all the fat off. It was ready, and even the ones that were not quite dry on the stretch.
yeah.
I'd let him keep that little bow because I always stretched them on limbs anyway, and twine.
Right, right,
So
right.
I mean, I made a round for whatever coon I was doing, and I didn't really reuse a bunch of them because you didn't get that same stretch. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right,
And
right.
and he goes, "Who taught you to do that?" And I go, "My grandfather." He goes, "Well, man, he taught you right." And I go, "Well, thanks."
Did you
But
ever
I
brain
got,
tan?
huh?
Did you ever brain tan?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
I do that to all my
Yeah.
deer hide. I want to turn it into leather, or anything I
Yeah.
want to turn into leather. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
made
makes.
some. I made a beautiful hide, man, out of an elk. One of my elk, and I gave it to a guy that wanted it. Just because he wouldn't have a chance to get him one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but I did keep some strips off of it and stuff. I used to wrap knives and stuff. I was big into that one time.
Right. Whoops. Dang
You
it.
ought to go on and get a fish, man,
Man, I'm telling you, I've lost two.
and quit losing them.
Yeah, it's just
I'm telling you. You've been losing a lot of fish there, but you could be the hook.
the past 3 years. I lose fish here. They grab the bait. They don't
Gotta
get the
be the
hook. I
hook.
don't. But anywhere else in this lake, I can go. But right here, I lose more fish right here because there's a lot of ledges. I mean, they're like this, and then there'll be a ledge like this, and it'll come like this again and go up. I mean, and then there's great. It's just tough to fish right here.
I'd go to a pure J hook then.
I
And
got
then
one.
well then just set it. You're gonna have to. You either got the hook in his lip, or you're gonna jerk it out of his mouth and you just drop it where he drops it.
Well, these two that I
Cross his
just lost
freaking eyes
tonight,
next time.
they had them in their mouth, but their lips locked down on them, so they
Well,
wasn't hooked. And once I
that's what
got
I'm
them up
saying is
close, they just
let
let
them
go.
eat
'Cause they're
longer.
like, "Oh shit, I'm shallow."
Wait till they fold that son of a bitch, or put the clicker on and let them run with it for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But you're gonna need to cross their eyeballs
I
and
already
sink that
know.
hook. Is your hook sharp?
Oh yeah, they're sharp, sharp.
Laser hooks are wonderful, aren't they?
Going and get that going right there, and we'll get a good fire going, and then Duggar can kind of see. Look at that. That'd be a good one right there, just to watch on mine. Like when I click off or whatever, and I have to do something, and you see that.
I'll
I
see
like
if I
that.
can. I can see it. I won't promise. I'll see what I can do. I think I can though. I think I can. I think I can.
Yeah,
Since
I
I'm
was just yeah.
since
I
I'm
just
on StreamYard now, you know what I'm saying?
right, right. I just wish YouTube would come out with the deal where you can go on panels. You know,
What do you mean?
I wish YouTube was like StreamYard, where you could have people on the panel instead of going through StreamYard. You could just go through YouTube.
Well, you know, StreamYard's actually, you know, it gives you more stuff to use than what they would.
Well, I know, but I'm saying YouTube needs to up their game and have all that for their
They're there
app.
to get. They're there not to help you. They're there to gather information on you. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, it gather information on you and rip you off and take your money.
No, I don't know about that. I ain't gonna make them accusations. I neither
I'm not either.
support that idea or nothing. But you know,
It's just like any other business. You gotta. if you
yeah,
wanna-
they got to make their money. I'm not. How can you fault somebody for wanting to make their money?
I'm not.
But-
I just wish they would just upgrade a few things.
How do you
and stuff.
how do you know StreamYard ain't part of YouTube?
All right,
The
so what I
people who
said
own.
the
I
other
mean,
day.
who knows? I don't know who owns them.
That's what I've said the other night. I said there's probably some
Looky
smart
here,
ass
sexy
kid.
monkey, the Godfather. What are you doing, Bubs? How you doing? Welcome.
My turkey feather. Well, Maddie's. I gotta stick it over here, or not Maddie's, but Buck's. I tell you what, Maddie's a funny guy, dude. I mean, he is just he is a funny guy. I've known him for a while. I mean, when he was like, I mean,
Let me say hi to Miss Bandit Frogster and the people that come in. Hey, Bandy Froggy, how you doing, little girlfriend? You get the tadpoles off to school? What's going on? And that sexy month, Godfather, that feller he's talented. What's going on? I hope y'all are doing well. Sitting there watching this feller fish and got him a nice fire, just hanging out, you know. Not sleepy. Figure I'd jump up and let everybody have a place to jabber. That want to jabber. We're just here. I'm not here to break all-time record. Nothing important to say.
I don't know if I'm gonna catch one or not. I hope to. I hope so. Well, I lost two, so maybe. I was really, really hoping that I could catch one on that nice bluegill right here. But
Yeah.
I see him. He's been swimming. You can see him bouncing. He's on a peg float on top of some grass, right on a ledge.
Yeah.
Then it drops off down to 45 foot.
It's going pretty good there, Bubs. We have a nice place to stay, hang out in the woods. Got deer walking around my house, and got people I can jabber with on YouTube, and got a new mic system. Got a pair of earphones I can understand people and don't sound like crap anymore. And I got some people out here that can understand me now, and I don't sit there and crack in their ears. So I hope I sound better for you folks tonight. Is it loud enough, or is it too loud? What's going on? Somebody give me some feedback. Two weeks of holidays. You taking them fishing or what? Dude, that artwork you do on them movie cases, that's art. You know? That looks real. That's pretty awesome.
Is that the twisted art lady you're talking about?
No, I'm talking to Sexy Monkey
Oh,
Flash Godfather. And thank you. He said my audio sounds great, or just right. Thank you. He said it twice. Where you at, Aaron? What state are you in?
me?
What body of water are you fishing?
Oh, I'm in Oklahoma City.
Well, hell, you're neighbor.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I'm right here in Oklahoma City. I'm right here on this. I'm backside of Tinker Air Force Base.
You ever fish with animals over there?
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I did about 2 years ago, and then things went sideways, and I just
Say no more.
got to
Alright.
be around men.
Huh? You gotta
Nothing.
be around. Okay. Let's just drop it.
Daniel's all right. He does his own thing as long as he leaves me alone. I don't mess with him. I don't bother him. I don't even go to his channel and watch. He can do whatever. I ain't worried about him.
All right, it's cool. Not everybody's not for everybody.
Oh, I know. I know. But I just, like I said,
What body of water are you fishing?
same lake as same Draper Lake.
Huh?
It's just a little old city lake,
Oh hell.
and it's low. It's 11-foot low. All the boat ramps are closed. It's.
And you got 20, 30 pounders in there, huh?
Shit, there's some giants in this lake.
What's the biggest one you caught there?
What species?
Well, run them down the line. Let's go blue cat.
All right, let's go. Blue cat 65.
Out of that way.
Yeah, flathead 74, and that was last year.
Wow.
And then I've caught a shitload of 40s and 50s, 20s, 30s. I catch a lot of big fish.
Wow. What a good lake
Oh,
that
and
by you.
oh
That's
yeah,
not
you're
far
right.
from your house.
I catch big crop. It's a crappie and bass lake. I mean, really, it's like you see a lot more bass fishing guys and bass boats out here fishing and crappie guys than you do. You know what I mean? That's why
Good.
nobody catfishes it. Just like regular people like us, and you got to have a boat really to fish this lake.
Do you have a boat?
But the lake is so down that that's how you get information.
Do you have a boat?
Me? No, I sold mine.
It's
And
always
then I
nice
got
to-
one. My uncle gave me one. It was a jet boat, and it had a 455 olds in it, and it was just
Jesus.
Oh,
Something you
yeah,
kill
it was-
yourself in,
yeah, and I sold it.
dude. There's some pretty. You get to looking out there. There's some pretty good little boats running around out there right now. Pretty cheap.
Well, we've had this kayak for probably what? I don't know, 10 years maybe, you think? Maybe
Is that
10 years, I guess.
It's a two-person kayak.
No, one.
One. Do you use it to? You ever use it to put out baits or what?
That's what I do. I drop baits with it. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep, that's what I do. I've been doing it for a long time. I don't have to throw out like Big Mike and all them guys from the bank where they use them big rods and they got to get it way out there because I flathead hunt. I don't have to
Mhm.
get my crap out there far.
Yeah.
And I use a lot of live bait all year around, so that's why I drop baits because I've already been there and done that, yanking them, chunking them off.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I don't want to
That's
start
cool.
like I said, I'm not here to argue and fight and talk shit about people. So, I'm
just
not.
like
I'm
talking
doing.
fishing.
I know we're doing our own thing. I don't. We're just not trying to be involved with.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I get it.
We got a lot of things coming up, man. I mean,
Dude, I don't have to have somebody tell me who I am. I know who I am. Okay, I'm just
Right.
like you. I'm
Right.
country as a turnip green. But I got more snap than a handful of rubber bands. You know what I mean?
But I'm
So-
one of them guys that I don't. There's a lot of people that go around and say he's a troublemaker. He's a shit
Yeah,
starter.
that
But let me tell you
Labelers.
one. Let me tell you
Labelers.
something. I didn't come out and start this. I'm not. I got provoked.
another one of those, huh?
Right. So
I've seen
When
a
you
few of
poke
them
a
since I've been
bear-
around.
when you poke a bear, I mean,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah.
And plus, my friends are leaving YouTube because of stuff, and it's got so crazy. I mean, it just blows my mind how crazy it got with people.
Dude, I just put them on. I get along with everybody, and the people that I don't get along with, I don't really associate with too much. Or they, if they don't come looking for me, I don't go looking for them.
I just want to be
that.
left alone. And if you got something
I
to
just
say,
want to
you
have
can say
somebody
it.
jabber to late at night too. I'm not here I'm just here
Well,
to be Mr.
everybody's
Duggar.
different and everybody's went through stuff. Me, I love fishing and I'm good at it. And that's all species, just not one.
Yeah,
And I've
I
been doing
love
it
it.
my whole life. Hell, I'm 52 years old, and if I ain't learned something in 52 years, then I don't
Right,
need to be fishing.
right, right. I love fishing saltwater. I love fishing freshwater. I like catching trout. I like catching catfish. I like catching
I've never caught a
swordfish.
trout. I've never caught a trout.
Well, bring your little old bony ass to New
Never caught a
Mexico, and I'll
trout.
show you. I'll put you on some. I'll let you even use a fly rod if you want to use a fly rod.
See, I've always wanted. See, there's this old man that he bass fishes with a fly rod.
I do too. I used to throw little poppers, little popular topwater poppers, little small ones. The best thing was good to catch perch with too and crappie.
Right. Well, I'm not.
Bass hit them too.
I was just straight. I mean, I'm just like
And hair jigs.
I'm not too much of a hair jig guy. I just
Shit,
don't.
dude, you're missing
Not
out.
me.
You learn.
Well, I
you'll
mean,
catch
like
a lot
in
of fish
fly
on a hair
fishing
jig.
and
You
stuff
learn how to
like that.
fish it.
Right, right. But me, I use Bobby Garland baby shad. That's all I use all year round, all 12 months of the year, and I double jig. I don't ever single jig. I always double jig because I've learned I needed fresh bait. I need bait. You know what I mean? And I've learned like
Well, yeah.
how to get bait,
Oh, you're talking about catching skipjack or
No. We don't have. I mean,
perch,
we don't have
perch,
Well, we have
catching
skipjack in
perch.
Oklahoma, but it's in eastern Oklahoma, like
Yeah,
Eufaula
you're
and
just catching perch, basically.
bluegill, crappie,
Yeah.
spotted bass.
Hell
Maybe a
yeah.
sand bass or two.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But my main thing's crappie and bluegill. Those are my main two
Love
baits.
crappie. I like eating crappie too, and perch.
So do
I
these
like eating.
fish.
Yes, they do. Right, bro.
What?
Hey, here, I put it up.
I got so many trolls in my last live stream bringing up old drama. It's not happened in a long time.
We won't have
People
any,
are
right?
bored nowadays, and all they do is finger bash. I mean, that's all you. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not like the old
There won't
days
be
when you
no
got to
drama
beat
here.
them.
There won't be no
Oh,
drama here.
oh no. No, but I'm just saying though, this like it's not just the fishing channels or it's everybody. Like it's everybody, man.
There it is.
Different channels,
It
different
is.
themes. It's just people are just I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. So I just don't worry about it. And we try to do our own thing and just
I know.
know.
Actually, I knew that.
sick of it.
I'll let you share that though. I don't.
Because I really, really, we all
know.
really love YouTube. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. Ever since it came out.
Yeah, it's neat, dude. I met people all around the world.
It's just better. It gets better and better if we could just get back to the way it was. I think, and it's getting reset now where people can come out and do stuff, but they're leery because of what happened in before. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna point fingers, and I'm not, but it's upsetting to people like us that
Changed our
I'm
whole life.
I'm not a big YouTube guy in front of the camera and all that, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm really good. Like I said, I'm good behind in the ideas and making tournaments. And I mean, I'm really good at it. I mean, hell,
Hey, I could be the voice of your tournaments. Let's do this. Hey, yes, boys and girls.
It's
here
like
tonight
that
we got
one-
the one and only
You seen how
See,
Maddie did his? You seen how Maddie did that? That was pretty cool. Where's it? Aaron, Big
No, I didn't.
Mike.
Dude, I
Yeah,
missed it.
go on. Just go back. It's like 8 or 9 minutes or 12. I don't know, something long. It's the one he put out this morning for the tournament.
I
It's
did.
pretty good.
I just turned on my. I hadn't been on the YouTube much today.
It's just at the
Until-
beginning. It's
until I
pretty
started
cool
with Mike, and
intro.
now I'm here.
It's a pretty cool intro. I mean, it's like he's getting broke in to try to do in life. He's just everybody's learning. I mean, it is totally different in front of the camera than it is behind it.
I agree with.
You got to be
Sanchez.
entertaining, and you just got to be entertaining and kind of have something that people click to, or I don't know. I just love it though.
Yeah, yeah.
I do. I love YouTube. I love it, and it's really easy to do. It is. It's
It
really
is.
easy. It's just like with the ideas and the stuff for your channels and stuff. It's really easy. It's not hard.
I am that guy that doesn't want to sound like I'm here for money or something like that. I just want to hang out, share stuff, find people that I want to start Jeopardy on mine. Because a buddy of mine does that on his, and it's fun. I enjoy it. Or trivia.
Shit, I'd love to have some money. I ain't gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I'm about money," and I'm not about money.
Everybody
Yeah,
would
I'd love
like
to have
money.
money. If you want to send me money,
I
go
mean,
ahead. But I'm not asking for it. But that's up to you. I'm not doing that. I don't do that.
You
That's
want to
not
send me?
me.
You want to send? You want to
Yeah,
send Mr.
I
Ducker
mean,
money? Just let
there's
me
a lot of
know.
people. There's a lot of people that have. There is a lot of people out here that want to help. They really want to help you,
Yeah, they do.
but
They do.
they're so
Dude,
leery.
I watch this cat called Sleeper Dude. He what he does is find old cars and he fixes them up, and he has his family help him. He's got 2 young daughters and a young boy and his wife. They're really cute couple, and he's a really cool
Right.
little guy, and they're God-fearing people, and he's just a badass little mechanic. Like he's putting together a 51 bullet nose Studebaker. Dude, that was cool. And but he gets some. They get mail call, and they all sit down in a little circle, and they all do the mail call, and they got these goats that are everywhere, And but somebody sent them $1,000, and they get sent stuff like vacuum cleaners to clean out cars they're rescuing and stuff. It's pretty cool.
People know who's genuine and who ain't.
Yeah, because they are genuine. You know what I mean? They cool
They
people.
really are, and they really want to help you. If people really like you and they see what you're trying to do, they will help you. People can see through the BS. Some people just want recognition. Some people, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of people out here that will support you and will help you. No questions asked.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. Everything we do is basically charity stuff anyway. We don't, I mean, for real. Mike's got a tournament, and I mean, Hilljack's, we got stuff coming up that's going to be, pretty fun. I mean, that's their stuff with their channels, I mean, I'm not going to be involved in stuff. I mean, I will be behind, but not, like, this was just a special thing that we did tonight. Mike's been homeless. I've been homeless. We've been, and it's getting cold, and and when you're out there, you just want somebody to love you and talk to you and just be there, but
Yeah.
when you don't have anybody, man, you just got to do what you got to do. And people like us that's been there and done that, and then we can help people that was in excuse, in our shoes at one time.
So much money being taken in by the governments, and then
All right.
put so much money being taken in by governments that could be used to help actual people instead
Right.
of using it for war.
Well, I'm one of them guys that I'm not about charities that's not in the United States of America.
Do what?
I said I'm one of them guys that do charities that's inside of the United States of America.
Well,
Yeah, other
it
countries
should
have
start at
problems
home.
and stuff. I'm not knocking anybody
Let's
for
fix
helping others.
let's fix
Uh,
home. I mean, this is where we shit. This is where we eat. This is where we
Yep,
love. This is where we live. This is where we die. This is where we work. You know.
that's right. And that's why we want to give back, So,
There's some crazy
there's so many
ideologies
people
out
that's
there.
helped us through our life, Duggar, that now we have an opportunity with new friends
Yeah.
and they have abilities. They might have some resources and we can come together and make something positive out of it.
You dig it, dig it. Why should it not be something positive?
Right.
Instead of gloom, despair.
Well, maybe I can
Let's
come
stop
up
some
with an
gloom.
idea to put you in a dress. How about that? That is just ridiculous. Maddie is crazy. I
You
mean, Jesus, a
it,
white
it
dress
takes
with
all
that.
kinds. I don't know where my loyalty to charity will go, but I don't think it's gonna be wearing no dress. I might wear a diaper,
Yeah,
but
but you
I
know
won't
what though?
wear no dress.
That wasn't for charity. That was just a bet he lost, and it was just like I said. He got he stoned
You're,
two birds.
hey, Ron, you're fixing to meet a good man. This is Sasha. I don't know if you know him.
Hi.
He's, how you doing, man? He's actually a sane person. I dig him. Hey,
Thank you.
you know what I
There's
mean by
only
that.
one. We finally found one sane person in this world. Well, how you doing,
He's
sexy monkey?
I can't say how sane he is. I didn't tell you if there was an N on the front. Who knows? I don't know him that well, but I like him. I like him. He's a good cat, I think. How you doing, bub? The world
Thank you.
treating you well?
Yeah, thanks. I saw the link, so I thought rather than typing, I'll just come on panel.
Well, why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Well, what's going on with the Sexy Monkey channel, man?
What's going on with the channel? Not a lot.
Oh no, mate.
Pretty directionless, I've got to say.
Or have you taken any steps to a rendezvous with your lady yet?
Oh, you mean in person? Yeah, you mean in
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
Um,
sure.
I'm. Yes, that's coming together.
Praise the Lord. I dig it. You know, I really, I just like seeing happiness happen. I think that'd make you happy, so that'd be cool.
No, that would make me ecstatic. Yeah,
You go in there, or she coming here?
I'm going there.
Right on, right on.
Which
speaking-
I've always wanted to go there anyway, but
Wow, man. I mean, with the serious work you've got done on you, I can't imagine you not even already been there. I swear to God, I can't believe you ain't tracked it up all up, had your footprints all over that thing, all over that country. So,
yeah, I'm afraid not.
what's happening with you? Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? You feel like sharing some info about yourself?
Who am
So
I?
it's called an invasion. I had to ask people things when they come up here.
I don't know how to answer that question. Who am I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Where does she live? She lives in Jamaica.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you have a profession? Do you fish? Do you just do
no.
art?
I'm not a fishing. I'm not a fishing person. I never have been.
What are your interests? What are your interests?
Well, I mean, I suppose my passion has been, for a long time, films. That's why I have such a massive collection.
You do have a master collection. How many films do you think how many movies do you think you have?
I don't know. It's got to be a few thousand, I suppose.
And I understand you restore or create covers for the movies that don't have covers that they're pretty close to what they look like when they came out.
Yeah, it's not that they don't have covers. It's I'm a perfectionist and I can't. I have OCD, and I don't like things that get in the way of the art. So I just make them. I get rid of everything that shouldn't be there, and if I can find nicer imagery, I'll use something superior. I the
Do
thing
you,
is,
let me ask you this: do you sometimes get two copies, one that you create, and then the one way they seen it, and then put them side by side?
oh yeah,
Do you can you do that? I'd like to see what kind of like what your gift is, what your gift
oh
is.
I've often done that. If you look at my videos, I'll show original work and then what I replace it with. Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Um,
There's Miss Wendy again.
Hi, yeah, I just saw her saying that she's going to leave YouTube for a while, and I've just discovered her channel too.
Yeah, she don't need to do that. Well, you probably be able to do it, Miss Twisted Art Lady. You know,
Here's an
and
example. I don't know if you've seen this film, but the original poster art is just I think, a boring shot of the cast members in a sort of
you're on
uh,
full screen.
in a
There you
um, just a shot of the cast against a white background. It's quite boring. I came up with that to replace it. I don't know if you know the original artwork for that, but it's just them sat
go. Wow.
all bunched up close together, and this is, I think, well, completely different, but I think nicer. Actually, have I got the? Yeah, here you go. There you go. Before, after. So there's an example of what you were talking about:
Yeah, yeah.
original and my replacement.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I like that because you're like showing them almost like in character now instead of just the as the person.
Yeah, yeah, and it's got a frame of a chalkboard because they're
Hmm.
in the classroom.
Yeah,
No,
I like that.
thank you.
That's
I like it
also
more
good.
than
That's also a classic movie. I think
that. Yeah, I just happen to have this one right next to me, so I thought I'd show you. But yeah,
Well, thank you for sharing, sir. Thank you for sharing.
welcome.
Where did Air Run go?
Oh, I left. Maybe it's bad internet.
I don't know. I'll try it again. I hope it picks it back up. I don't want him to go away, but at least say bye. Ooh, pop it back up. Well, looky there. How you doing there, Mr. George? Everybody say hello, George.
Hi, George. I don't know. Is George fishing the dream?
Yes, he is. Sorry about that. It's Fishing the Dream, George. Here's my link, George. You wanna be invaded on the? Have you went up with Tinker yet? You ready to go live and let people see who George is on the invasion? Come on, George. You can do it.
That microphone's working for you. You sound so much better.
Yes, you need to come up here, George. George. Come here, George. I know you can come here. Come here, kid. I like George. He's good people. Never met him personally. I don't even know what he looks like yet. I'd like to
Oh,
find out. Good morning, brother.
yeah. I've got
Yeah,
a friend. Ever since I found her on YouTube, never seen her face. It's kind of weird, I think, because we know each
yeah,
other really well. I don't know what
yeah.
she looks like. I have an idea, but yeah.
Like my buddy Skull Rush. Hell, I've been talking to Scully for couple of years, and I finally seen him the other day, and you know he kind of fit. He kind of fit.
Even
You know,
even privately, just always, the cameras always off.
he knows you. He said. He said, "Long time no see."
Is that the rain? Is it raining where you are? I can hear. It sounds like rain.
All right, Aaron, you have a good one, brother. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Everybody saying hi to Mr. George, fishing the dream. So man, what? So where do you live?
I live in the UK. I live in the west. I mean, west of
So
England.
we reaching across the pond to talk to you. I like that. Isn't
Yeah.
that some George? I don't know if you'll get this reference. That's some George Jetson stuff, bro. You
Hmm.
ever watch George Jetson, the Jetsons cartoon?
Yeah, but it's been some time.
Okay, so that's what I mean by it. It's like futuristic shit. Can you imagine? I'm an older guy, but, you know, and I've seen technology change. Um, to sit
Yeah.
here and just talk like you know on the telephone the Jetsons use now. You know, you can sit there and have face to face talks with somebody.
Hmm.
I think that's pretty neat.
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, I agree because I
Do
get
you
to.
believe? Do you believe in aliens?
I
Do
believe
you?
that we're not the only. There's yeah. I don't know about the word aliens, but I think there's other life forms out there. It's naive to think that we're the only ones.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm glad you come to that realization. You do know, by the way, that I'm okay. But I tell you what, dude, I've worked offshore. I've worked in the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean. I've seen some strange stuff, Bubs.
oh,
I've seen some strange stuff in the New Mexico skies. You want to know the truth. And there's a fellow Doug Harding. How you doing there, sir? Watch out, there's two Dougs in one place. We may take over. Starting to be an invasion. Is there a third Doug here I didn't know about? But yeah, you know, there's. I'm into finding rocks. Uh, there's so many pretty things in life. You know that I like beauty in nature. I like beauty in simple things, simple tools, old cars. You know, fishing boat, old fishing. I love old stuff. I don't know why. I just do. It's not because it's from my era. I like it pre my era too. A lot of times, you know what I mean. And I mean, it's I don't know. I watch some of the strangest shit on this YouTube. That's the cool part about YouTube, I think. If you want to watch something in particular, you can find it on YouTube. Somebody's doing it. If you can, usually the guys that put it together and do something that can be original and fresh, them's the guys that go viral and get the $1 million. And you know, they really put the effort in and they learn how to do their camera work and they learn how to do their editing and stuff like that. And me and they'll add in, you know, commercials and whatever. Or, I mean, it's some of them guys are making a living off YouTube, and I applaud them. But there's a lot of people come in, get disillusioned, and think and forget why they started doing it because they seen somebody else do it. You know, and that's how I was. I was just watching other people get on. So I can do that, maybe, and sure enough, I could. And I was on a lot of channels, and saying hi and stuff like that, and I became the alien. That was my alter ego. I don't know. It was just they didn't know who it was. But then I put out that one my first little thing I had on my phone, and they got to see my face, and too many people were saying, "Good to see that face." I kind of ruined that. I'd have just kept my face hid, and then I made an alien video, and so it was pretty neat, dude. I've had fun doing it. I made a couple of cartoons and stuff like that. I guess that was even got a copyright on Kermit the Frog.
Oh,
For singing I made a little cartoon saying "Ain't easy being green." I'm not trying to get monetized on Kermit's work. Come on, man, me and Kermit's tight. So what do you want to do, man? Are you happy with your life, or are you an introvert? Are you a get out there and meet people kind of guy? What's going on with you?
um, I suppose I might be introverted to a degree, maybe somewhere in the middle of both. Um,
Do you feel like you're overwhelmed out walking around out in stores or anything like that?
oh no, nothing like that.
Or you're comfortable being you. You're comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah, why not?
Well, dig it. Good answer. Well, what?
People are so busy with their own lives. Would they even, you know, everyone's got their own priorities, their own
Is there
focuses.
anything in the news that's caught your eyes?
I actually haven't been paying a lot of attention to that. I mean, the news. I don't watch TV for one thing. So
I don't watch TV either. I do. I look at stuff on YouTube.
right,
And
right.
I mean, I love watching old comedy shows, old war pictures and stuff like that. I don't know why. I'm just an old guy. And but I really enjoy comedy. I think I don't know, man. If you can find things to laugh about, it can't be that bad. If you're laughing, it can't be that bad. You know what I mean?
Well, I actually have a problem with laughing. When I laugh, I get dizzy. I've fainted from laughing, but I know what you mean. But in my case,
Really, I got to see if I can make you faint. Then, by God.
I was driving once and I passed out from laughing. It's not always a
Really?
good thing. Yeah.
Oh no, especially not driving.
No. A few weeks ago, I laughed so hard I bruised my rib cage. So,
Oh Jesus!
um,
So that means you don't want to be listening to Sirius in the car, Sirius Radio, comedy channel.
probably not. No.
Oh God, I've never seen that man before. That sort of like a fainting goat. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen a fainting goat? A goat that if you scare it, it'll just fall over and get all stiff and stuff.
No.
They got them. I watched that show, Sleeper Dude. I said something about it that while ago. He likes to fix old cars and he fixes them up with his family, but he has all kinds of animals, and he has like Nubian goats, and he's got these little sleeping goats, and one particular goat's Rocky. He's like the star of the show. He'll just come in and check out every car and
Oh.
eat leaves off of it or eat some of the seat. He don't give a shit. He's a paper eating goat, boy. I tell you
Okay.
what.
I'm going to need his name because I have a friend
Sleeper
who
Dude.
he absolutely loves goats. So if this is a goat,
Sleeper Dude.
if this
You'll
is a
like it. It's a real family friendly channel. They're good people, and they're and the dude's a hell of a mechanic. He'll pull them out, boy. They'll just be piled with leaves and crap on them and have rust on them, but he can fix anything. And he's MacGyver. He's a MacGyver mechanic. You know what I mean? He can make little parts and little brackets and put in brake lines and shit like that. Make that car go again. Rebuild carburetors and intakes and stuff. He's pretty cool. And people have been so kind to him. You know what I mean? Hell, this one guy gave his 10-year-old kid a Corvette. It didn't run. They had to figure out why it didn't run, but he got a free Corvette, and they got that rascal running. It's a pretty bad. I think it's an '84 Corvette. So I mean, but he messes stuff like old Studebakers. Uh, he likes old wagons, which I dig. I like old wagons and stuff.
Yeah. 10 years old. I mean, what's he going to do with a car at 10? No.
Well, he did say he's like the kid said. He said I ain't never gonna sell it ever, because he's growing up. I mean,
Right.
whether you realize it or not, time's passing, clicking every second. There's a second going by. Oh, there goes another one. Or you know it, he'll be old enough to drive that sucker, and he's gonna be able to go to high school with an '84 Corvette that's a badass.
Yeah.
You know, but his dad, they call him Sleeper Dude, because you know what a car is? That is a sleeper. Do you know what that means?
No. What does that mean?
That means it's a car you can't really tell that's a really badass fast car. It doesn't look like a really badass fast car, but it is.
Hmm.
You kind of like hide your power from people,
Right.
and that's what that dude does. He likes making these cars that you wouldn't think were badass little cars, and put turbos and stuff in them and hide them turbos, and all of a sudden you got a little street car that's a badass car. You run pure alcohol through them and stuff.
Hmm.
So I mean, he's pretty cool. But I mean, if you watch him a few times, he's kind of his show is kind of addicting to watch. Just the style in which he films it. They do find the car, clean it up, kids get involved, goat eats leaves off of it, and moss off the side of these old cars. I mean, some of them, they dig them out of the trees, you know what I mean, and they get them running. And so it's a pretty cool show.
Sounds it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like shit, but hauls ass. That's right. You nailed it, Doug. And I've had a couple of sleepers in my lifetime too. So I had a little Galaxy 500 that you just wouldn't think that car would rev up the way it would, but for as heavy as it was, it'd do tens.
So they just don't look like anything special, but
No. That's like I say. I had an old Galaxy. It was a 10-second, little over 10-second. It wasn't quite 11 seconds. It was under 11-second quarter-mile car. But you didn't know it unless you could hear that cam. I had a little bit of a cam to it. So what do you drive? You drive a car?
I drive a nothing. I drive a Toyota Yaris. It's
I know what a Yaris is. I was a Toyota car salesman for a while.
yeah, that's what I have.
About 15
It's something,
years.
just something to get me around.
Yeah, good gas car. And they're pretty handy. They got a lot of room in it for a little car.
Yeah.
It
does the job.
So what do you do for fun besides watch movies?
Well, I'm always. It's almost a daily thing because the like what was his name? Air Run. Was
Yeah.
that his name? He was saying he
Air
loves
Run, yeah.
YouTube because of the people I've met through YouTube. I'm talking to them all the time, but usually off air, not so much on air, but off air.
Yeah. Favorite 5 movies all time. If you had to go back there and say, "Hey, watch this movie out of my collection," what 5 movies would you do?
That's kind of difficult to narrow it down to 5.
Well, just off the top of your head, give me 5 that you would say go watch.
I suppose I'd pick one from each decade, maybe, from 5 different decades. Well, my favorite film is from 1995, so that's number 1. Ghost in the Shell, the anime.
Okay.
But actually, a friend of mine asked me to do this. He said, starting from the year you were born, pick 2 favorite films from each year going up to the present day. So that's, well, depending on how old you are, that's a long list or
Yeah,
not. Um, but I love Goodfellas. That's a classic in my mind.
I like Goodfellas.
Um, that's not just a great gangster film. I think that's a great film. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Some of mine are shows like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
yeah,
You know,
that's another one.
I think The Sandlot,
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver was crazy. Yeah, and yeah, man, there's so many good films out there. I mean, I love a bunch of the old work like Midway and all the big shows, but Bridge over River Kwai, uh,
Yeah,
you know, stuff, old stuff like McClintock. I like, old John Wayne movies, the Cowboys, stuff like that. That was pretty good, and and Western, White Dove.
yeah, I like westerns too. I actually went to the. I mean, they kind of made a bit of a show of it, but Sergio Leone's The Dollars trilogy. You know, the Fistful of Dollars, a few dollars more, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, absolutely, all the old spaghetti
Uh,
westerns.
I went to Spain in the 90s, and I visited the set where they shot those films.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just out in the desert, really. So,
Yeah,
but I turned,
I like Pulp Fiction. That was a pretty good one.
yeah. Well, my
You
favorite
know,
film, I like Jackie Brown.
you
That's my favorite film of Tarantino's.
know.
Um,
Let's see. Of course, the old Mad Max and shit, dude. And, there's, I really like a lot of the old Laurel and Hardy movies, the Three
oh,
Stooges.
huh,
I
yeah,
was a big Stooge fan and Jerry Lewis fan, and old Mickey Rooney, and you know, I think The Wizard of Oz is one of the greatest films ever. You know what I mean? Just for the year that it was done and the color that was put to it. Because I remember when I first seen it. All we had was black and white.
right, right.
You know what I mean? And when we finally got a color TV, that was pretty. We finally got to see what the Emerald City really looked like. You know.
Yeah,
So I mean, it was pretty crazy. I've seen a lot of technology. I've seen them go from the the rise of the cell phone is crazy, dude. And
hmm,
I mean, it's just like people forgot how to talk, or I mean, you'll have somebody just text message you. What's the matter? You don't want to hear my voice? What's going on? I mean, remember we used to write. I used to write letters.
yeah. Well, people depend on their phones way too much. That's an understatement. I see people walking around me all the time. Everyone's looking at their phone. You know.
Oh my God, dude! It's like invading our whole born put togethers. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I mean, it's just like kids don't know how to talk. Unless unless you got responsible parents. There's parents that after 8 o'clock you don't get the bus with your cell phone. You don't get a cell phone till you're 16 or 15. Or stuff like that. Let them develop around the world, but then, man, you're really you're holding back your kid nowadays if you don't get them a phone where they can, because that's a lot of information right there. This is a better computer than what they had used to put the first man on the moon.
Yeah,
So
and they don't know they're doing it. I mean, like I said, everyone's over dependent. I don't own one. I never actually have.
well, if you want to if you want to come up here and show us that picture, I'd be love to see it, Miss Art Lady. She did an abstract. I wish I could paint. I wish I could paint, and I wish I could play the guitar or the piano really well. You know, a lot of things I love a good clarinet player, saxophone player. You know, people who can play instruments. You know, I've always had that little jealousy for. I can play a little harmonica and stuff, but you know, I can sing it, but I don't have that ability to play a guitar, and I could get, you know, some of the guys can play that Spanish music, you know, and intricate 12 strings and stuff, guitar. I mean, it's just wow. How them people play that kind of stuff, I just love listening to it. I love jazz and shit, and I love rock and roll. I like country. I like it, you know, a little hip hop and rap. I mean, I like it all. You know, a lot of people have a lot of different tastes, you know, and everybody's got an individual taste. And some people condemn other people for the music they listen to or the things they read or the movies they like. And, hey,
Yeah.
man, that's why it's so diversity is so good, and they miss that point. You know, it's okay. You know.
Exactly.
But I love old movies, man. I do. I dig them. And I like the new stuff. You know. Let's see. What's your favorite sci-fi movie?
Maybe Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner was cool.
If I had to pick one, I'd say Blade Runner.
Your thoughts on Star Wars?
Star Wars. Okay. I'm an original. I like the originals, but not what they're doing now. It's
Roger.
to me that's not in the same vein as, you know, how it started.
Star Trek.
I'm not really familiar with Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah, I watched. I did a media studies course in 1995 to 97, and we had to watch Star Trek and that. But before that, I'd never seen it. I suppose, you know, you're either Star Wars or Star Trek, and I'm Star Wars. I have got the series, I just haven't watched it. I've seen the newer films, but Zoe Saldana was in that, so maybe she had
Yeah,
a little bit
it
of
takes a living in the culture of the time for Star Trek.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? When Star Trek came out when I was a youngin', you know what I mean? It was pretty Will Robinson shit, you know what I mean? Danger, Will Robinson, you know, and it brought it to a different level. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Did I say something funny about Star Wars?
Yeah.
Twisted Art said Star Wars LOL original series. I'm a purist, I suppose.
Yeah, I like the original.
I've actually got the original versions in there because in '97 they came out with the special editions and adding CGI, but I've got them in their original forms, and that's the only way I'll watch them.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I like them. I like them. You know, Furball. Yeah, it was a great. You know, it was just neat. Tron. I remember when Tron first came out. Second Tron was a failure.
Didn't even see that one, but I know what it is. Yeah.
You didn't see Tron?
Not the second one. I know the original.
Yeah, I was on the original. I seen the original doing a hit and a half of Purple Haze Acid. And this is so badass. It really was. I'll admit it. You know, hell, my mom and dad. I can talk. I can talk plain now. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! It was such. When he drank the mercury, it looked. I mean, when he drank the energy, it looked just like mercury, dude. It was so. It was so cool.
I mean, you mean at the time it came out? What was that?
Yeah, at the theater. I
80
seen it at the
something?
theater.
What was that? Early 80s?
Oh man, that shit. When was that, man? That was the '70s or '80s, early '80s, late '70s, early '80s. It was. It was. I was probably my 20s. So you know.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
maybe,
so 79, 80s, you know, in the 80s somewhere there. Let's see.
I mean, I could just check. I think I've got it somewhere
When
here.
did when did the movie Tron come out?
I thought it
Released?
was early 80s.
When did the movie Tron? When was it released?
Here's what I found from Wikipedia. Tron was released on July 9th, 1982.
1982. So yeah, early 80s.
That's what I was thinking.
We've seen that. We've seen that in the not the drive-in, the movie theater. It was pretty awesome, dude. You know, I think The Exorcist was a freaky movie, dude. Oof.
Yeah, that's still
You know.
effective to this day.
You know, that was a freaky movie. You know. And some of the old vampire movies, the good ones, you know, they were pretty bad, dude. They you know, some of them were scary, real scary. You know, and then they didn't get as much bugle call or news report. Hey, watch this. That's because they were scary. You know, I don't know, man. I was never a scary kind of person. I didn't like scary movies. You know, but yeah.
Yeah. Me neither. I'm not. I don't. Well, I don't like the horror films that just depend on gore and.
Friday the 13th, the first Freddy Krueger. You tell me that wasn't scary, dude.
I've seen it, but it's been so long.
I mean,
And I've only seen the first one. I didn't see any of the sequels. I've never seen a single Friday the 13th film because that's just not my
well,
thing.
yeah, your genre, yeah.
Um, a lot of people are obsessive about horror. Um,
Not me.
you know, not me.
Yeah, I love those gangster movies too. You know, listen, say, you want to be a swell guy, then hand me that Tommy gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get
James
Muggsy on him, see. You know, and I know all about. I do a lot of reading on the old mobsters, the cheesies, and all the gangs and stuff, and the the mob took out JFK. You know they did. I mean it's they strong in the unions, bro. I mean they were until Giuliani and all them boys the ones that put them away.
Yeah.
You know, Gotti and I mean the Chin. There's all kinds of people out there. They not just people like Whitey Bulger in Boston. Them Chicago gangsters and New York gangsters and Vegas gangsters and people how they got they were always fighting amongst themselves and then Lucky Luciano come in and united them and they made more money than they ever made. They're still a mafia. Don't think there ain't. So I mean that's pretty interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's like Franchise, them off, they, the Bull, Sammy the Bull, after he served his time and You know, now he's making money off, you know, just being Sammy the Bull, you know, and told the story. Now he's got royalties and stuff.
I know, which is kind of weird to me because
They know he confessed to killing what, 19 people, something like that, or 9 people or something like that.
and there are no repercussions of that.
And he's still walking around because he helped put away some other ones. You know, well, I guess, you know, you make a deal, you know. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know. But
well, no,
he helped put a lot of gangsters away. Well, you know, and he helped kill Paul Castellano, you know, and all kinds of, you know, well, you know, he's killing mobsters, he's not killing civilians.
but now he is talking about it.
Do
And,
what?
but now he's talking about it.
Yeah. Doing documentaries and shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know that I know they're gonna dig up that union leader. What's his name? I'll think of a second. Oh crap! How could I even forget his name? You know the guy that was a union boss. That somebody help me out.
The union
They
boss.
took him out. Yeah, the union boss. He got too big for his britches. He went to prison and tried to come back and take the union back over again. You know, thumbed his nose at the mob. The mob buried him. I'll think of his name here in a minute. I'll think of his, cause they always talking about digging him up. Let's see. Who was the union boss the mob supposedly killed?
Oh, Jimmy Hoffa.
Here's what I found.
Jimmy Hoffa, yeah, right?
Yeah, and of course says he's from The Irishman. That was not historically accurate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah, there's a lot of different stories on the you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
you know, the stuff we got going on now, you know, it's just like, you know, a lot of people aren't aware of what's going around in the world, but some people are. They're clued in. They're woke up, you know, going there. You know, can't really talk about it on this platform and stuff, but there's a lot of more people paying attention than what they used to be. You know, and yeah, Hoffa, Dallas, you're right. How you doing, Dallas? Froggy back in here, just hanging out. Froggy says it's still warm enough to sit out there for a while. You know what? There you go. It doesn't clear that one. I don't know why it did that. Come on, man. Look at here. We got hooks and hammocks. How you doing there, bubs? Good morning. It is getting to be morning, man. I just wanted to come on here for about 30 minutes. I'm just gonna stay on for another few minutes, and I'm gonna shut this thing down. Hell, it's 2 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know where it is, what time it is where you're at, but it's 2 o'clock here
It's 9 o'clock here.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. There's a 7-hour difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hooks, what are you doing up this morning? You going fishing or what? Are you going to work? Not supposed to say that 4-letter word on this channel, but I'll let you say it. Chris, you going to work? You going fishing? Dallas, what are you up to this morning? Work. Me being retired, all I can say is, No, I'm just kidding. But you have a safe day at work, man. Have a happy. Hope you go in there and get a raise. Dallas, what are you doing up this early? Zombie movies, yeah. I like that one zombie movie, that what was that cat's name? Played in White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, which by the way is being remade. I think that's not
White
necessary.
Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, you're talking about Zombieland. Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah. Kinda like
Zombieland 2. I really enjoyed Zombieland 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Well, man, I tell you what, I see a couple guys come in here. It's two on my screen. I guess they're the only two here, and I appreciate everybody that came in here. But I think I'm gonna shut this crap down and go take me a baby nap. Maybe hell, I might even get up. I'm go get a boat tomorrow. I'm looking at a boat, and
oh,
I didn't want to pay what he wants me to pay, but shit, it's a good little boat. I might have to go get that rascal. So I'm gonna slide out of here. Thank you for coming in, Sacha.
hey, thanks for having me.
Chris, thank you, Bubs, Dallas, Froggy, all those that are still here or that will ever be. Thank y'all for jumping in. I always close it out with a prayer. And Sacha, you take care of your little bitty self, and if you see me come back live, you're welcome in anytime, brother.
Thank you. Likewise.
All right. You have a good night.
Before you go, one more time, what's the name of that person you were recommending with the goats and the car?
Sleeper Dude.
Sleeper. I forgot the first name. Okay.
Sleeper Dude.
I got to remember that.
Like a sleeper car.
Yeah.
You have a good one, brother.
Likewise.
All right. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Folks, I want to thank y'all. I always got to say, I actually had somebody block me because he's afraid I'd try to save him. I want to tell you right now, I can't save nobody. I've been saved by somebody. Saved through the Lord Jesus Christ. I will witness about him. Somewhere along my line in my day, I'm going to talk about my Lord, and it's going to happen. I can't stop it. It's like I'm breathing. I've been doing that for a long, long time. And I always close my little sessions out with a prayer, and I'm going to say my prayer now. And I'll give you time to run if you're scared. I'll sling some Jesus on you. But here we go. I want to thank you, dear Lord, for letting me sniff air. I want to thank you for all the people that you put in this chat and the people in my world that are positive, Lord, and the people that are in need. Please help them out. And they cry out in your name. Help them out, Lord. Please guard our country and be our shield, Lord. Hide us from evil and defeat all our enemies. And we ask that you just take the time, Lord, to forgive us for our sins and let us just glorify your name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you, guys, ladies. I appreciate you, and y'all have a pleasant evening. Until next time, this is Mr. Duggar, and I want y'all to remember that one thing I always tell everybody. Mr. Duggar, he does love everybody. Y'all be cool. Bye-bye.